This is it. This is it, everybody. Oh my gosh, man. The season finale of the NFL season is approaching us just in a few moments. And it ends, and it's gonna end with the best rivalry in the NFL. And yes, I will challenge anybody on that. I truly believe that it's the best rivalry in the NFL, not out of bias. All right. Steelers and Ravens. Win and you're in, lose and you're out. This is what is at stake in this game. All right. And man, I don't know. Hearing the Sunday Night Football song, man, that got me pumped out of nowhere. But how am I feeling about this game? Not too optimistic, but I'm a little bit more pumped up here. Okay. It's at Heinz Field. All right. They have the gold end zones. I would have liked for them to have worn their color rush jerseys. I think it would have been better if they wore their Dark Knights, but they're just wearing their regular home jerseys. It is what it is. Let's get the scoreboard on here. Let's get this all set up. Oh no, press the wrong button there. Okay. All right, I just got to remember to update that. But okay, Week 18 is pretty much almost over. The Denver Broncos are the number one seed in the AFC, so they'll have the bye week next week, and the AFC is going to run through Denver in the Mile High. So that's a tough place to play, especially in the month of January. That is going to be a tough place to beat the Broncos, man. You have the weather, obviously. It being in the Mile High is going to make it even more tough. And also, the number one seed for the NFC side is the Seattle Seahawks. So, two pretty tough places to play, man. Last night's game was huge, and it meant a lot for the Niners' sake and for the Seahawks' sake. So, the fact that teams are going to have to go into Seattle and try to beat them, that's going to be tough. That's not going to be easy, man. Same thing with the Broncos. This game should be kicking off right now. So, okay, last season, the Ravens kicked the Steelers out of the playoffs. This season, can the Steelers get that bragging rights? Can the Steelers, get their get back here? That's what I'm hoping for, man. I'm not expecting much. I'm not expecting the Steelers to make a Super Bowl run, anything like that. I just want the Steelers to get their get back from last season. That's what matters to me. Let's see what they say. So TJ Watt's back. Calvin Austin III is back. Of course, no DK Metcalf in the most important game of the season. The guy you're paying $30 million a season for is not going to be in the most important game. So that's definitely gonna affect the Steelers' offense. MVS was kind of all over the place last week. Hopefully, Calvin Austin could find some separation there. And it's worth noting the Steelers did play a really good defense in the Cleveland Browns defense. And they didn't have their top two receivers in the game. But that doesn't matter. None of that matters anymore. Everything that has happened to this point is meaningless. It is just strictly tonight. What happens tonight? The outcome tonight. And from the looks of it, it looks like the Steelers are going to get the ball first because I'm seeing the Ravens kicker getting a little bit of practice in. But towels are waving. Heinz Field. Winner will play Houston. Will host Houston. Which, that's going to be a tough one for either team. Although I will say Houston didn't play their best football today, but they're still on a hot streak, so that's worth noting as well. You got the matchup between John Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin. Long rivals. This rivalry has been practically dead even almost since both of these coaches have been head coaches. Oh, no, okay. The Ravens are getting the ball first. Okay. All right, Ravens have 2 return men awaiting this return. Season finale is underway in Pittsburgh. And it's going to be returned inside the 10. He's going to break to the right side, has some space, and gets tackled at around the 35 with a flag thrown on the first play. And that was Mitchell on the return there. Let's see what this flag's on. All right, holding on the receiving team. We're bringing that back a little bit. All right. So not a good start for the Ravens. But this is the story. Derrick Henry. That is the story. Obviously, Lamar Jackson being back is huge as well. Lamar Jackson doesn't have the best record against the Steelers, but again, that's meaningless, okay? At least that's how I see it. So, okay, Derrick Henry is in the backfield. 1st and 10 from the 15. They're going to give it to Henry. Henry has space, and Henry's breaking free down the sideline. One man to beat, and Ramsey's able to make the tackle. Big run from Derrick Henry, and that's exactly what I was talking about. There's a flag. There's a flag, though. I mean, Ramsey probably saved a touchdown there. Hayward shaking up. Henry's just waiting for the for the call here. That was a huge play. Oh, blindside block on the offense. Wow. Wow. Flowers is very upset about that call. That is a huge call already. There's just so much open. There was just so much open space, though. Okay, yeah, they're showing the replay here. I don't know, guys. I don't know. They just said it's a perfectly legal block. Oh, so Pierre ran into Hayward. I'm gonna be honest, man. That call definitely benefited. Oh no, I don't think they made the call. All right, and I'll play Henry once again, and less success this time, but still effective on that run. Damn, man. And obviously, the thing to point out is Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson in a wild card game last season. They had close to 300 rushing yards against the Steelers defense. 2nd and 7. Fakes the handoff. He's going to throw it. Isaiah Likely is tackled about a yard short of the first down, tackled by Queen and Ramsey. And that's going to bring 3rd and about 1. Isaiah Likely, a big weapon for the Ravens offense. So these guys are definitely going to run the ball here, right? There's no way you're going to pass in this situation. There's absolutely no way. They are in shotgun. Likely gets set. Fakes the handoff. Lamar Jackson's going to break to the outside, and he gets the first down and runs out of bounds. All right, not a bad play call from the Ravens. The Steelers really bit on that run. Or, I'm sorry, bit on the handoff, on the fake handoff, I should say. If that was a give to Henry, he was dead to rights, but really good fake by Lamar. And there was nobody on that side of the field. Ravens with another handoff play. Henry able to break one tackle behind the line of scrimmage, but is brought down. He probably got 2. Let's see. Let me try to get some. Never mind. Lamar Jackson going to throw it to Andrews, and they're going to get it inside the Steelers' 40. It's still going to be third down here. And there's no inclement weather, but it is pretty cold out there. Third and Hill with Ali in the backfield. First drive of the game. They're going to give it to Ali. Ali gets tackled by Benton. Good stop. Good stop. All right. Let's see if they try for the long field goal or they just or they go for it. I mean, there's a lot of options you have here. Either punt it, kick the field goal, or try to get the first down. I think they're going to try to make them jump off sides before they even make that decision, though. But it is 3rd and 3. They have 3 receivers at the top of the screen. Play clock's at 5. And they do snap the ball. He's going to float one, and it is caught, and it's going to be ran into the end zone for a touchdown. And the Ravens are on the board first. Walker was wide open, man. And that was a really good drive from Baltimore. 8 plays, 85 yards. Jackson just floated that one. Yeah, Ramsey just got dusted there. Wow. It looked like they were just playing man right there. Extra point is up, and that is going to be good. Ravens up 7-0 here. 10:54 left in the first. Wow. Not a good start. Not a good start. Well, I mean, these games aren't going to be easy. They never are. But, I mean, it was just that one big play. Ravens had a big play to start off the drive and to end the drive. That's really what it came down to. Not too sure what Ramsey just couldn't cover Walker on that play. That's really what it is. He sped right past Walker. I mean, he ran a straight in, and Ramsey had no answer for that. Well, let's see, man. The Steelers' offense looked terrible last week. They gotta find something, man. They gotta find something, especially in the run game. That's probably what they're gonna have to rely on. I know everybody's saying that. What the Steelers do like to run a lot of screen passes to their to their running backs. Kenny G, Jalen Warren, both of them can make explosive plays. which receiver is going to step up? I think that's the main focus. Which receiver is going to step up tonight? If I had my money on it, it'd probably be Calvin Austin. But I don't know, man. MVS and Aaron Rodgers, I know they have a history together, but there was just – it was off all game last week. Unless they worked that stuff out, they were just out of sync. And the fact that they went to them 3 consecutive times to end the game made 0 sense. When you're out of sync, it made 0 sense. They're showing all the matchups that they've had. And I don't know, man. Maybe this is the last time we see Harbaugh versus Tomlin. Maybe. Warren and Gainwell are ready to return this. All right, the kick is off, and it looks like it's going to be Warren that's going to be getting it. Yes, it is. Warren past the 20, past the 30, still on his feet, and tackled at around the 37-yard line. Good return from Jaylen Warren, and that's where the Steelers are going to take their first drive. Okay, they're showing this replay here. They were just running a full-on blitz, playing man, and yeah. That's the danger when you run a play like that. Because I get it. They're the Ravens. You expect them to run in that situation. Rodgers with a hard count. Bit of a play action. They're going to dunk it off to Jaylen Warren, and he gets a few with the flag on the play. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. These short passes. That's what the Steelers are going to wind up going to. More than likely. Oh, face mask on Baltimore. Okay. All right. Okay. I mean, we'll take the first. So all 3 penalties so far have been on Baltimore. And 3 penalties already. First and 10 Steelers are in Baltimore territory after that penalty. It's going to be another dunk off to Jaylen Warren, and he is tackled at least a yard and a half behind the line of scrimmage. Not a good play. All right. 2nd and 11 after that play. Rodgers looking. Pressure comes. He throws it out of bounds. Incomplete. And back to the game last week. Steelers were just getting the ball off quick as soon as they possibly can to avoid Myles Garrett. And you know what makes the situation a little bit worse? What makes the situation a little bit worse, man, is Myles Garrett got the record anyways. So, I mean, in essence, they did all that for nothing at the end. 3rd and 11, Rodgers with another hard count, trying to get him to jump off sides. Now he's looking. He's going to take a shot down the field, and it is almost intercepted. He was looking for Calvin Austin there. And that's going to be out the punt team. I mean, he was pretty well covered. I mean, I want to see this replay, but he looked like he was pretty covered. And I'm not sure if that's the best guy for a deep ball threat. Calvin Austin's not the biggest guy on the field. If anything, use Jonnu Smith or something as a receiver and have him go and get a deep ball. That would make more sense. And the punt is fair caught inside the 15. So this is exactly the start that Baltimore wanted. This is not the start that the Steelers wanted. They're showing the bridge. Looks like the lake over there is completely frozen. I had to put down my Christmas stuff today. And I mean, it wasn't a lot, but I had to do it. It's already past New Year's Day, so you know. So if I'm correct, I don't think anything really changed as far as the AFC standings, right? I think they stayed relatively the same, except for maybe the Chargers. Let's see. Just gonna show us right here. Okay, yeah. So everything really stayed the same except for the Bills and the Chargers. The Chargers moved all the way down to the 7th seed with an 11-6 record. That is a really good record to be in the 7th seed. And that just shows you either how stacked the AFC is or just the lack of competition. Just depends on how you want to see it, because there are a lot of teams that are under 500 as well. And for the NFC, oh, it's probably down here. The NFC did get shaken up quite a bit. So, you know, it was this weird situation with the NFC South. And it just happened to happen. The Buccaneers did beat the Panthers, but since the Bucs had a worse head-to-head matchup against the Falcons, even though they won, that dragged them down to number 2 in the division, and that made Carolina win because they all had the same record. Toss played at Derrick Henry, and he is stopped by Cameron Hayward. Maybe got about half a yard. So that's just a weird situation. I don't think I've seen that type of situation happen before. 3 teams in that division finished with the same record, and they were all under 500. Every team in the AFC South under 500. And I think we kind of expected that. 2nd and 9 here. They give it once again. Derrick Henry up the middle, and he's a few yards short of the first down. But we definitely kind of expected that for that South, except for Tampa Bay. There were higher expectations for Tampa Bay this season, especially after the season they had last year. And Baker Mayfield being the quarterback that he is, some would say he's a top quarterback in the NFC. There were higher expectations for that one team, and injuries happened. And they're going to give it Henry first down pretty easily. He probably got 3, maybe 4 on that run. Now looks like he's going to get some rest on the sideline. I mean, I think Tampa Bay was 6-2, something like that, and uh, they faced a really tough patch at the end of the season. 1st and 10, Baltimore fakes the handoff. Jackson's gonna get rid of it. Middle of the field, Zay Flowers couldn't hang on to the football. Yeah, that's one you got to come up with, man. Let's see this throw because it looked pretty catchable. I don't think it was. He kind of had it like at a weird angle. I don't know what. Flowers just tried to catch with one hand. I don't know. It was just a weird angle, I guess, for Zay Flowers. But now 2nd and 10 after the incomplete. Steelers crowd trying to get into it. Play clock at 1-0. They get the snap off in time. Jackson going to float one, and it is dropped once again. A second consecutive drop for Baltimore. That one was Mitchell, and now there's a flag on the play. Mitchell was pretty damn open on that play. Roughing the passer. Great. Awesome. That's exactly what we needed right now. No, okay, no, he got tripped. He got tripped, man. I don't know. But they're always going to throw a rough in the passer flag if it's towards the legs. They'll give Henry, and it's for a short gain. Anytime it tackles below the waist, they're going to call it every time. But this Steelers defense has a big test here. I know Ravens are 8-8, 500, but that Ravens team looked different last week. That team was on a mission, and I'm expecting that same sort of fight here. Oh, Henry trips up this time on his own, seemingly, and that cost him quite a few yards. So now we're going to have 3rd and 6. I thought he probably would have gotten the first down if he didn't trip right there. Patrick Queen finished calling the play. They're in shotgun. Andrews in motion. Steelers bring 4. Pressure's coming, and that is Nick Herbig on the sack. Let's go. All right, we get a stop at least. That's good. And they didn't bring that many people at the line either. So it looked like they were going to bring 5, but then Queen dropped back, and then Herbig comes in with a blitz. Oh, no. Austin on the return. Makes a move, and he is tackled right at around the 25. Oh, I thought they were going to call roughing the kicker or running into the kicker or something like that. You did see the punter go down. All right, I'll be back in a few. All right. Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. So I'm not sure when they're going to drop the entire schedule of the wild card round. I don't know if they're going to drop it at halftime and then I don't know if they're going to drop it at halftime or if they're going to drop it right after the game. That's just something that we have to see, I guess. Or maybe they drop some at halftime and then the rest after the game. Something like that, maybe. Because if you think about it, all the matchups are set. It's just where one particular game is going to be at. That's really it. But you already know the teams that are going to be playing that. Steelers from the 25. They're going to give it out to Gainwell, and he's got maybe two, maybe. That first drive was so short that the Ravens didn't even get their defense on there. 2nd and 8, they're going to give it pass play this time to Gainwell, and he's tackled right at around the 30 this time. It's going to be another 3rd down for the Steelers offense. Third and medium. Rodgers by himself. Now Gainwell moves to Rodgers' left, and Rodgers over here doing something like this. Rodgers takes it. He's going to throw it through his check down. Gainwell, who has to make a move, and does, and gets the 1st down. You know, I'm telling you, season is not over for this Steelers team, but I think I know who I'm going to pick for who's been the Steelers MVP this year. I put a little bit of thought into it. You know, I think I know. Rodgers dropping back. He's going to throw it, and it is to MVS for a reception. Oh, that's where they played together in Green Bay. Okay, I didn't know MVS played in Green Bay. Honestly, I only remember him playing in Kansas City. On 2nd down, they're going to give it Kenny G, and once again, he's stopped for maybe a yard. So nothing's really been effective in the running game, at least. It's been more of these short passes that have been working so far for the Steelers. And it looks like they're going to rely on that once again here, 3rd and 3. Ravens bring 4. He's going to quick pass it to Gainwell, and he's going to be short of the 1st down. I mean, can we try to get a little creative here? Like, Steelers offense is out there still. I understand the situation you're in, but get a little creative, man. Do something different. 4th and 1. It's going to be a tush push. Connor Hayward, I don't think he got it. Nope, he did not get it. Ravens football in Steeler territory. Good call. Good call. Good call. Good call. That wasn't a short 1 yard either. That was a long 1 yard. So now the Ravens are going to start in Pittsburgh territory. Ravens have 66 rushing yards to Pittsburgh's 3. Ravens are going to start from the 45. Give it. Henry down at the 39. Sorry, 41. And this has been a well-controlled game well-controlled quarter from Baltimore here. Derrick Henry, 9 rushes, 65 yards in just the first quarter. Baltimore, 107 total yards compared to Steelers, 21. Flowers in motion. They give it Henry, outside handoff. Henry makes a move. Henry gets the first down, and Henry's tackled inside the 30. And this is, Ravens have everything going for themselves right now. Maybe they're going to run the ball. Oh, my goodness. Se- 79 yards. They give it to Mitchell. And it seems like every run play that the Ravens have, there's a hole. Even if they don't get a lot of yards, there's always a hole. They're always getting yardage in a run play, except for a few. Which, that's really what the Ravens have been doing this entire game so far. Run the football. Surprise, surprise, right? Gosh, I could have told you that. Not a good first quarter. The thing that's good about that first quarter is that it's over. That's really it. The play calls offensively, we did the same exact thing last week. You gotta trust somebody. I know they took one shot downfield, but it's very predictable. And maybe it's that none of the receivers are getting open. I can't really tell you that. They haven't really shown too much of the highlights as far as the play downfield, since it's only dunk passes in these situations. I wonder if any of these teams, realistically, man, if any of these teams are going to make it competitive against Houston. Houston is red hot. They're on I don't even know how big of a winning streak they're on, but they're on one heck of a winning streak. So that is a dangerous team. I'd even say this. Out of all the wild card teams, that is the one wild card team I wouldn't want to face right now. They're just playing on another level. I think they make it further than Jacksonville too. I know Jacksonville's been doing some crazy stuff. I don't know. I just like what I've been seeing from Houston more. Although, hey, if someone were to say that they favor Jacksonville more than any other team in the AFC, I wouldn't necessarily disagree. You could pick any team in the AFC, and I couldn't really disagree because we don't know. We really don't know. The only team that's been there quite a few times is the Buffalo Bills, but they haven't necessarily even proved themselves. Henry on the first play of the drive gets maybe 2. It's going to bring 3rd and 4. And that's what's exciting about this AFC. It's going to be very unpredictable during these playoffs. And it's something the sport needed, man. It really is. Because the AFC was dominated by the Patriots. It was dominated by the Chiefs. So it's good to finally see a different variety, even if it's only for a season. 3rd and 5. Jackson drops back. Pressure. He's trying to avoid. He's scrambling. And he has to get out of bounds. Harmon was chasing him down. And now the Ravens are going to settle for a field goal. Tyler Loop is 29 for 32 in this season, with his longest being 52 yards. This one from 40 is going to be from the right hash. Ravens looking to make it a 2-possession game. Snap looks good, and the kick is good as well. 10-0. Baltimore. And we're hearing a little bit of booing over there in Pittsburgh. 10-0. 13:33 left in the second quarter. I mean, we see these slow starts a lot, all the time from the Steelers. Huh? It's tradition. Starting slow is tradition. Oh, man. Looks like we're slowly seeing the end of the season. The Steelers always start off slow. You know how it is. Maybe it's just under the Mike Tomlin era, they just always start off slow. That's what it is. I can't remember the last time they were a four-quarter team. I can't remember the last time. Have they been a 4-quarter team here and there? Sure they have. Sure they have. But it's pretty rare. What is this commercial, man? But the Steelers really got to get something here. They really got to get, even if it's just a field goal. I know we always want the touchdown, but even if it's a field goal, something, they have to put something on the board in this drive. I mean, Baltimore's just, this is exactly how Baltimore wants to play. And the Steelers haven't had an answer. They're showing the 2008 AFC Championship game. The 2013 Thanksgiving game. I remember watching that. Tomlin being on the field, and he gets out of the way. Of course, the 2016 Christmas game. That was awesome as well. You know, people really don't talk about just how good AB really was in his prime now. And this is going to be returned just inside the 5. Gainwell past the 30, makes a move, still on his feet past the 40, down at the 45. Now there's a flag. Of course there's going to be a flag, because why wouldn't there be? Holding on the Steelers. It's just like a lot of the times where you see a long run or a long return, it's always gonna come back. It's almost inevitable every single time. I'll say this: the Ravens have been the more physical team in this game. That's for sure. At least for right now. The Steelers right now are getting seemingly the Ravens' best. Hayward and Warren in the backfield. They give it to Jalen Warren, and just still not that much space in the running game. He did pick up a handful of yards, but that's really it. Steelers still inside of 25 yards gained in this game. All right, they'll say he got 2 on that play. Warren in the backfield once again. Steelers are averaging just less than 2 yards a play. Warren once again. We're gonna run pass. Is that what we're doing here? He got 1 more yard too. There, the crowd is booing too. They're generous this time. They gave him 2 yards. So we're gonna do a run pass. That's what we're gonna do here, right? Let's see. Are we gonna dunk it off here? Are we gonna dunk it off to Kenny G? We got Fryermuth in there. Maybe we give it to Fryermuth. Let's see. Rodgers has a lot of hard counts. He's done that all season. He's dropping back. Dunk off Kenneth Gable, although he did get the first down. Okay, first down Steelers. I mean, it was predictable, but Kenny G is such a playmaker. And the Ravens were playing extremely far back just to let that happen too. So that wasn't a good play call from the Ravens side. Warren and Gainwell on the field here. Aaron dunk off. Warren makes a move, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. Still on his feet, now tackled inside of Baltimore territory. Good run from Jalen Warren there. I really don't get it. It's like Warren and Gainwell are much more effective in these short passes. It's odd. Play action here. Rodgers has time to throw. Now he's going to throw it down the field, and he overthrows Smith. Man, he was wide open, too. He was wide open. He was so open in that situation, too. There is nobody 10 yards from him. I say inside of 10 yards from him. There is nobody over there. Rodgers looking. He's going to throw middle of the field, and it is caught by Scotty Miller. Short gain. All right, Steelers aren't too far from field goal range. 3rd and 6. I wonder if they're just going to try another dunk off pass here, just to try attempt to get into field goal range. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, Aaron. Scrambling. He's going to try to get it himself. No. Why did he hesitate? Rodgers hesitates a little bit. Maybe he was trying to throw it or something. He was kind of looking downfield. Hesitation definitely cost Rodgers in that situation. Once he gets towards the line of scrimmage, you see a little bit of hesitation. I know he's trying to make a move there, but all right, so now Boswell's going to try a 57-yard field goal. And he's got it. Probably would have gotten that from 60. Steelers get on the board 10-3. 8:52 left in the second quarter. I mean, what else would you expect from Chris Boswell? I know last 2 weeks he did have 2 misses. That's going in from 60. There's no way that's not going in from 60. So, Boswell's just Boswell. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think Rodgers was getting that first down. But the fact that he tried to make some sort of move there, at the very least, would have been a bit of a shorter field goal. But, oh well. So now he's going to be back on the Steelers defense. I mean, honestly, the way this game is, it's crazy the fact that the Steelers are only down by possession at this point. Let me check. I just want to see where the Super Bowl is going to be next season. Oh, dang. So the next 2 Super Bowls are going to be in California? That's pretty crazy. I didn't even realize that the Super Bowl next season in 2027 is going to be at SoFi. I mean, I know the Super Bowl hosted a lot of, California hosted a lot of Super Bowls back in the day. I know there was, 1 or 2? There's probably a few that happened at the Rose Bowl. I think the Steelers won one of those games. I don't know if, I think one was at the Coliseum, or quite a few were at the Coliseum too. All right, Boswell with the kickoff. He's kicking it towards the left. And there's going to be a touchback. Now Baltimore's going to get it at the 35. Damn, the fact that Watt's coming, playing in this game after all that surgery stuff is crazy, man. Okay, Baltimore does have some pretty nice field position. Once again, Play action. Jackson has to get rid of it. No, he's going to scramble, looking for a block. Now he's going to try to make a move. He gets past Ramsey and gets tackled shortly after. Flag is thrown. Looks like it was thrown in the backfield, wasn't it? How do you pronounce that last name? Bringing it back. Bringing it back. Well, it's thrown on the offense. Falalele. That is an interesting last name. And Falalele is shaken up. Oh. Yeah, that did not look good. That was a crazy looking thing that happened. Damn. It's like his body bent or something. All right, so now they're going to have a rookie at the line here for the Ravens. After Falalele got shaken up. And now 1st and 20 after the penalty as well. Heinz Field, that's still a crowd just trying to get into this game. Now they're at the 25. Henry gets tackled at the 28. Gain of 3, tackled by Cameron Hayward. Okay, we're about halfway through this second quarter. 2nd and 17 for Baltimore. Lamar Jackson is in shotgun. Zay Flowers in motion. Jackson looking, pump fakes, pressure, and he is sacked. Alex Highsmith on the sack. Nice. I mean, Jackson was trying. He even started scrambling. But Highsmith was on a straight mission to get Lamar. Look at this. He had to jump up in the air, and then he had to chase him back once again. 3rd and 20. Okay, you got to get the stop here, Steelers. And they're just going to run it to Ali, and he is well short of the first down. Oh, no, they get out to Henry. I thought it was Ali. But regardless, short of the first down, Steelers are going to be getting the ball back. All right. Maybe things are changing. Maybe the tide changes a little bit. I think the Steelers are going to need some sort of big play, though. Calvin Austin going to be getting this punt. And this is a sky punt. Finally gets it. Austin, I mean, he probably got 3 yards on the return, if that. I mean, that punt was kicked well into the sky. Huh. 108 days till the draft. I guess I'll be back. All right, so the Steelers definitely aren't going to have it at the best, in the best field position, but regardless, I mean, they have a chance to tie it, especially after that first quarter. Things are slowly, hopefully, looking up for this team. Oh, shoot. Now they're showing all the Aaron Rodgers stuff. How crazy would it be for him to get another Hail Mary today? That'd be something else, huh? All right, Rodgers' first down is going to be a bootleg, and he's going to throw it to Smith or to MVS, and it's going to be deflected incomplete by Marlon Humphrey. Good defense from Marlon Humphrey there. Yeah, they're saying that Aaron Rodgers is open to play next season. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what if any teams are interested. Maybe. I mean, Rodgers actually had himself a pretty solid season. It hasn't been a bad season for Aaron Rodgers. Fakes the handoff to Warren. Has time, and it's going to be another incomplete pass. This time he was looking for Adam Thielen, but Baltimore over here with some pretty good coverage. Yeah, it is. The separation hasn't been there tonight. I'm telling you, man, if the Steelers lose tonight, there's a lot to dissect. Third and 10. Rodgers gets rid of it, throws it short of Kenneth Gainwell, which would have been short of the marker anyways, even if he did catch it. And not only do the Steelers go 3 and out in this situation, they don't even get a yard. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Pump from Waitman. And a flag is thrown. And the catch, it was a fair catch. And he kind of like dove towards it. A little bit of chirping over there towards the sideline. And let's see what this flag's on. Referees are talking it over. That was thrown pretty early into the play, too. Legal motion. Legal motion on Skoranek. Damn, dude. This is not good. So now we're going to redo the punt. Waitman's going to be punting from his own end zone this time. Oh, player falls down. And it's a pretty solid punt from Waitman, actually. Fair caught after 35 by Wester. This offense is not good right now. Not good. All right, so I did this last year, and I'm gonna do it again this season. Um, After the Steelers season ends, whenever it is, whether it's this week or next week, the week after that, I'll probably do a live that Friday, Thursday or Friday, to talk about the season. You know, I figured I did that last season. I might as well do that again this season. When that will be, we shall see. Tonight's going to determine a lot. And I just figure, you know, might as well just make that a bit of a tradition, right? You know, might as well. It's always nice to recap the seasons. On the bright side, I guess the Steelers get the ball after halftime. That's really the only bright side we got right now. That's all we got. Oh yes, this graphics make me feel really good about this season. Ravens were 1-5, 38% chance of making the playoffs. Then ended up 6-5. Then ended up 7-8 with a 6% chance of making the playoffs. And now it's practically 50-50. It just, well, now probably more than 50-50 because the Ravens are winning right now. So awesome. Guess what? They give it Derrick Henry on the first play, and he gets the first down past midfield, down inside the 45. Big play once again from Derrick Henry. He's definitely over 100 yards in this game in just the second quarter. Oh my gosh. 1st and 10. Another give, Derrick Henry. This time he is stopped. He does run into a bit of a wall. Picked up a couple though. That's a crazy looking house. I actually like the look of that house. It looks like a cabin. Huh. 4:24 left in this second quarter. Is going to be a quick pass to Flowers, but they're out of sync there. Looks like they weren't even on the same page. I mean, that was a straight bullet from Lamar Jackson there. Flowers wasn't ready for it at all. Should have been 39. Honestly, the Steelers defense hasn't been playing that bad other than stopping the run. That's been the thing that they've been struggling with. But they're not doing terrible. The Steelers offense just can't move the football. That's the main problem right now. Jackson said something to his line. Oh, he's going to take it himself, and he's going to get the first down, wide open space, and then finally runs out of bounds, chased by Jalen Ramsey. Flag is thrown. Is this coming back? Yep. Holding. Bring that back. Bring it back. Come on, man. Come on. I mean, okay, that was a hold, but even without that hold, I think Lamar gets probably the same amount of yards that he would have gotten anyways. 3rd and 17. Jackson going to throw it. Zay Flowers, screen pass, and he gets it to the 41. So now let's see if the Ravens decide to kick a very long field goal here or bring out the punt team. Okay, they're going to punt. Ravens going to try to pin the Steelers back. And this punt is going to take a bounce and roll at the 9. And that's where it's down by Wallace. So pretty solid punt from Stout there. And the struggling Steelers offense is going to come right back out there. So I don't think the Steelers defense is doing necessarily spectacular, but they've only given up 10 points. So, I mean, and some of those points were given up because Tomlin decided to go for it on 4th and 1 in his own territory. I'm pretty sure the opponents too for the Steelers are pretty much determined, right, for next season. I don't know if that dropped it, or I don't know if it depends on the outcome tonight too, because I think your positioning determines your NFC opponent or something like that. Since there's 17 games in the season, which not like super crazy about it, because it makes records just look weird. I don't know. Having a team go 9-8 in the season is just weird. It looked much better when a team would go 8-8. The Big New York from Pizza Hut. I don't mind Pizza Hut. I think it's one of the best, I guess, fast food chain pizza spots. I think it's better than Domino's. Papa John's is definitely better than Little Caesars. That's for sure. Okay, see, on that deep shot, I think maybe if he threw a little bit more towards the left, he probably would have hit Austin. The other one to Smith, he just completely overthrew it. Or maybe Smith didn't run his. I don't know. Regardless, they weren't on the same page. That's really what matters. 9 for 15, 51 yards for Aaron Rodgers. 3:09 left in the second quarter. First play of the drive for the Steelers from the 9. Hayward in the backfield along with Warren's going to be a pitch play. Jalen Warren breaks the tackle, gets the first down, and brought down at the 24. Good run from Jalen Warren. Come on. Come on. I mean, this hasn't been that good of a first half from the Steelers. If they find themselves tied up to end this first half, that is crazy. Smith moves to the right side. Now set as a receiver. It's going to be a screen pass to MVS, and he gets rolled down for a 1-yard gain. So they just completely benched Roman Wilson. They just said, you know what? We're not using you. We don't want to use you. You're just completely on the sideline. That's what they did to a 3rd-round pick that they picked up last season. They just completely moved on from him. So now we're at the 2-minute warning here. Especially in a situation where you need a receiver to step up. Roman Wilson's shown promise, at least. You know, he's shown flashes for a very small sample size that he was given so far in his career. He's shown a little bit of flashes here and there. And you decide, you know what? We're not going to use you. That's what the Steelers decided to do. That is something else, man. That really is something else. Okay. How about the Lions beating the Bears today? Apple Music. I honestly listen to music just on YouTube. But the thing is, I have YouTube Premium. So I've had YouTube Premium for years now. So that's a catch. But even before that, even before I used YouTube Premium, I always listen to music on YouTube because I don't know, you find like some underground stuff on YouTube. There's just certain songs that are uploaded on YouTube that aren't uploaded on Apple Music or even SoundCloud, stuff like that. You're gonna find some like unreleased stuff on YouTube. That's why I use it. I guess I did use Spotify for a little bit, but that was really when I was, playing video games or something. Oh, okay, they're gonna reveal it at halftime. I'm expecting the Houston and Raven or Steeler game to be on Sunday. I don't think it's gonna be on Saturday. Although I would like a Saturday game, but I don't expect it only because it's Sunday night. But we'll see. We shall see. 2nd and 9 from the 25. Rodgers dropping back. Rodgers is going to throw it, and it's deflected once again. He was looking for Freiermuth. And talking a little bit on that sideline. All right. Wiggins with a little bit of chirping. I don't really know why, but. I mean, that was good defense. Maybe try to get Freiermuth middle of the field. That's where he's really effective at. Let's see if Freiermuth is in there once again. Can we get some points before halftime at least? Rodgers scrambling. He's going to take it himself, and he has space, and he's going to get the first down. Still on his feet. Finally runs out of bounds. Good run from Aaron Rodgers, showing off the mobility. Crowd finally able to cheer for something on the offensive side at least. And there was just no Raven on that side of the field. I mean, that side is just clear. MVS doing a little bit of a block there, I guess. Rogers gets out to Thielen. Thielen makes the first move and then kind of just falls on his own. Effective gain there. It's going to be second and short. Steelers starting to move with some purpose here. They're not in a complete hurry up offense, but they are in no huddle. Second and 3, the graphics a little bit off here. And it's going to be a dunk pass. Gainwell looking for a block, gets a block, and gets the first down. Hey, we're kind of in business here. So they're not taking a timeout as they shouldn't. But now they do take a timeout. Okay. Oh, well, whatever. I thought they were doing just fine. Because my thought process is you don't want to give Baltimore any sort of time to try anything before the half. You kind of want to be the last to have the ball, but oh well. Adam Thielen, dude. I mean, it was like, who would have thought Adam Thielen was going to be on the team this season? That's crazy. That's cold, too. He specifically went to Minnesota because that's where he played. That's where he's from. That's where he wanted to retire. Oh, he throws middle of the field to Calvin Austin for a first down. Was that another no-look pass? I don't know, but it was definitely a laser of a pass, and that's the Steelers' first down. Steelers in no huddle once again. Inside of 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Rodgers so far in this drive, 4 for 5, 32 yards. Rodgers in shotgun. Kenneth Gainwell to his left. 2 receivers at the top of the screen. Calvin Austin at the bottom. And he tries to get out to Austin once again, and I don't know what that was. Well, it definitely was miscommunication. Why does this offense look so out of sync at times? It's like it's week 18. It is week 18 of the season. And you're just continuously out of sync. It is crazy. The first few weeks, it is what it is. I mean, especially when you're still getting to know your receivers, I guess. 28 seconds. Gives it Gainwell. And he is tackled inbounds. Still should take a timeout here. And they do. 22 seconds left. It is going to be around third and short. Yeah, I'm very surprised this team's even in this game right now. With the way that first quarter was for Baltimore, they were looking very dangerous. I mean, I'd say that they're not looking dangerous right now, but just the fact that the Steelers have been able to keep themselves in this game is pretty crazy. All right. I just noticed Aaron Rodgers' helmet is a little bit more shinier than everybody else on the field. Gets us that just type of helmet. 32 Steelers are in shotgun. Aaron looking left. He's going to throw left. And that is MVS for a first down. It's tackled out of bounds. They're going to say inbounds. The clock is still running. And the Steelers have to burn their final timeout. Okay, no, they stopped the clock. Oh, no, they said just a 15 seconds. So, though, At this point, just try to take a shot in the end zone, maybe two. You have enough time to take 2 shots in the end zone, and if not, just settle for the field goal. I guess that's really the situation you're in here. They were talking about strategies on the broadcast here. Okay, we're on the 9.5-yard line. First and goal. Ravens have 3 players covering the end zone. Rodgers going to throw it. End zone incomplete. He was looking for Austin. Austin looking for a flag. And none are thrown. See this replay. There was contact, I guess. All right, now with the 11 seconds, it really is end zone or bust. I know I said with 15 seconds, but I don't think they have enough time to spike the ball. Rodgers looking. He's going to throw, and he just throws it away. Are you going to try one more? They have enough time for one more play, but Rodgers is going to have to get rid of it fairly quickly. That's the problem. Okay, they're going to keep the offense out here. 7 seconds. Third and goal, but that doesn't really matter at this point. This is very risky from the Steelers here. Rodgers has to get rid of it. He does, and that is incomplete. Pass interference. Pass interference on Pat Freiermuth. Okay, now it really is decision time here. You're going to have it at the 1-yard line. 2 seconds left. Do you Are we going to say screw it and go for it? Yeah, I say go for it. Offense is out there. 2 seconds left in this second quarter. First and goal from the Steelers from the 1. This is a huge play. Rodgers telling the crowd to quiet down a little bit. Tries to make him jump off sides. Doesn't work. And they're going for it. Toss play. Kenny G tries to make a move. And that was a terrible play call. Why are we tossing it to the outside? What? It's one. Why toss it to the outside in that situation? Are you kidding me? You have got to be kidding me, man. At this point, I'm not even surprised. I'm not really even upset. It's just what to expect here. That was the best possible play you could get for a 1-yard play, a toss play. I want to hear this. Yeah, to win and go home. How about the offense? Yeah, I want to see this last play. Okay, if you run to the inside, you run to the inside. If you don't get it, you don't get it. That's the best possible decision in that situation. At least you could say that. Outside toss? That's the best thing we could come up with. And I was for going for it on 4th down going for it because you're at the 1-yard line. I understand that. That was a bad play call, man. That was such a bad play call at the end of the half, dude. Wow. Wow. So, I mean, the Steelers get the ball at halftime. That's probably the only good thing. They had their moments. They also gave Baltimore their moments as well. Grossi raid? Hey, what's going on, everybody? How's it going, Grossi? Appreciate all you guys, man. Fire Tomlin. I'm telling you, the loser of this game, Drake, May. The loser of this game, the head coach is probably on the hot seat. That's for sure. That's for sure. I think more of Baltimore because there's more, I guess, expectations for the Ravens. For the Steelers side, I don't know. It seems like the Steelers organization wants to stick with Tomlin. I think it's more of the fans wanting Tomlin out as far as the Steelers organization. That's kind of what I'm getting out of this. But yeah, I would have just the tush push. I know it didn't work earlier, but that's a handoff inside, just a toss play to the outside. I could talk about that the entire time, but that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, we see some fight from the Steelers defense at least. Offense, they don't have an identity right now outside of Gainwell and Warren. They don't have much of an identity. MVS, I don't know. They're kind of out of sync. Him and Rodgers, I know they have the history. They're a little bit out of sync. Austin, they tried to get it out to Austin, but it wasn't the best throw. They're trying to get Freiermuth into the mix. That's what I like. That's what they should do. Try to get him more involved. I know they were trying in that last drive at the very end, but you want to tie? Maximum chaos. Okay, if they tie, maybe both coaches keep their job. If they tie, who knows? I watched I think it was I don't know if it was a short or on Instagram or something like that, but it was, I guess, Tomlin and Harbaugh, and it was saying that they should tie. That'd be crazy. Appreciate all you guys, man. If they both tie, the Steelers get in because they have the better record by one game, really. But a tie would be crazy. A tie would be pretty crazy. I'm going to be honest, man. If the Steelers get in, I don't expect them to beat Houston. Houston is crazy. Houston is one heck of a football team, man. They really are. Let's see. Okay, we're going to see the playoff schedule here. I'm excited for this. This playoffs is going to be the most exciting playoff that we have seen in a long time. I'm very excited for these playoffs. Let me tell you. Gosh, these play calls offensively are just atrocious. Just terrible. Oh, there we go. Okay, so the Saturday. Oh, it would be the Monday Night Football game. I take what I said back. If the Steelers get into the first round, it is Monday Night Football. Do you know the Steelers' record on Sunday Night Football? They haven't lost a Sunday Night Football game in a long. They haven't lost a Sunday Night Football game at home in my entire existence of life. Maybe the Steelers win that game. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy enough to say that. So I like that the Monday Night Football game, Sunday night games. I think that was a little too quick for me. I was just more focused on the Monday Night Football game. My apologies. Okay, that's a Chargers at Patriots. That is a really good game. Damn, the fact that the Chargers jumped all the way down to the 7th seed, losing to the Broncos. How do you guys feel about the Patriots and Broncos being the 1st and 2nd seed? It's like a 10-year anniversary thing or something like that. It's crazy. Yeah, my concern with the Chargers is that they haven't been healthy. That's really it. If the Chargers were at full strength, I think they would be maybe not Super Bowl favorites, but I think I would favor them in more matchups. But since they're not 100%, I mean, it's been showing towards the end of the season, I really don't favor them in the playoffs anymore. I think the Bills take the Jaguars. That more of because of the experience, more than anything. The resurrection of the Patriots, yeah, that it is. That it is. We're in a new era of football, but the Patriots coming back. It didn't take too long. Oh, now I want the Steelers to make this playoffs because now that makes things interesting. The fact that it's a Monday Night Football game makes it interesting for me. I don't know. All right, guys, I'll be back in a second. All right, we're back. So, regardless if the Steelers make it or not, I do decide on going live for at least one of the playoff games. Probably one game a week, like I did last season. Um, Guys, I'm actually really pumped for these playoffs. I really am. I haven't been this excited about the playoffs in years. Let's just fingers crossed. Fingers crossed that the Steelers make it. Fingers are crossed. Oh yeah, they're showing the stuff with Miles. Hey man, honestly, congrats to him. I mean, he earned it. He's been a top defensive player in the league, and he was definitely the best defensive player this season. So shout out to Myles Garrett, which that whole plan for the Steelers last week is aging like milk because it happened anyways. Myles Garrett broke the record anyway. So the fact that they put that much attention on Myles Garrett last week didn't even matter because he got it anyways. Wow. I read a stat today. I think it was 23 points. The Jets are the first team in history to lose by more than 23 points or more in a 5-game stretch, consecutively. They're the first team to do that. Jets had a tough season. Really tough season for the Jersey Jets. And yes, here we call them the Jersey Jets because they play in New Jersey. And I'll be honest with you, Jersey Jets just sound better to me. I don't know. It rolls off the tongue a little bit better. Has a little bit more of a, I can't really explain it. It just sounds better. Although for the Giants, I'd call them the New York Giants because New Jersey Giants. It makes perfect sense. They play in the same stadium, but I don't know what I'm trying to get at right now. What must have been confusing is when the Giants and the Giants both played in New York. When the New York Football Giants and the New York Baseball Giants both played in New York. I don't know if they played in the same stadium or anything like that, but that must have been very confusing. Back in those times, if teams played in the same city, if they were in different sports, they had the same name, which I find weird. I find odd, but I don't know. It's the strangest thing. Last night I went to my first hockey game. So I'm from Southern California. I all the teams I cheer for are from Southern California except for the Steelers because when I first started watching football, there was no team. There was no team near where I was at. I guess the closest team was in San Diego, but I didn't really. I thought about becoming a Charger fan, but not really. But went to a Kings game last night. It was actually raining for when we got there, but it was like a crazy game, man. I'm not like super into hockey. I'm not a super hockey fanatic, but I really enjoyed that game yesterday. And I will keep up with like the hockey playoffs and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna come out and say I'm like a super duper hockey fan either. So, but it was cool. It was awesome to experience that. I mean, I've been to a few hockey games, but never a NHL game. Yeah, there was quite a few teams though. I don't know if it was just the Cardinals that did that. I think the Rams did that too. I don't know. It was a few teams. It was a few teams. It was pretty common back in the day. All right, second half. This is it. This is the final 30 minutes of the NFL season. Do or die. Win or take all, really. For the chance to play on Monday Night Football. That drive was flowing so well to the final drive from the Steelers. Derrick Henry, 15 rushes, 112 yards. That is terrible. For the Steelers' defense's sake, I should say. That is great for Derrick Henry, but how about Lamar Jackson with 6 passing attempts? That is okay, but the Steelers' defense has gone to him, so that's what I'm saying. Steelers' defense isn't playing that bad. It's just more they can't stop the run. What the Ravens can't do anything in the passing game, that's something that, I mean, you got to tip the cap at least a little bit. This is it. This is what it comes down to here. Final 30 minutes of the season. One possession game as it should be because of Steelers Ravens. Steelers are going to be getting the ball here to start the second half, and the second half is underway. People still getting back into their seats over there at Heinz Field. Warren is tackled near the 35-yard line. I think he was down at around the 34 with his elbow. Let's see what the Steelers offense decides to do. They definitely need better play calling. Better play calling, better schemes offensively. What if the Ravens get a 2-possession game in the fourth quarter? Okay, because I don't think Ravens and Raven fans are nervous right now. But once the Ravens get a 2-possession game, I think that's nervous time for the Ravens because they can't keep a lead that long or multiple possession lead. But let's see. You know how the Steelers are. We all know how the Steelers are. Toss play to Warren. Runs to the inside and gets about 9. Good effective running from Jaylen Warren right there. Hopefully that could continue throughout the half. Because that's the guy that they're going to need. Warren in the backfield once again. I expect them to give it to him here. 2nd and 1. Thielen was in motion. They do give it to Warren, and he gets the first down, gets some extra pushing to give him some extra yardage. All right, another first down. They just need to find whatever they had in that last drive, except for that final play. But they need to continue on that. That's what it is. Steelers are now in shotgun. Rodgers with his hands in his warmer. Takes it. Warren with a nice block. He's going to throw it middle of the field, and it is incomplete. He was looking for Thielen. Thielen looking for a flag, and none is thrown. I mean, I didn't see contact as far as in real time, but looks like we're not going to get a replay on that. So now 2nd and 10 for the Steelers. Near the 45. Aaron looks for Austin once again, and it seems like these receivers are always looking for a penalty, man. There was a collision between two Ravens, though. Rodgers looking for a penalty as well. Okay, let's see. Was there contact? Oh, that should have been a penalty. You know what? Yeah, no, that should have been a penalty. That was more than 5 yards. That should have been a penalty. Little suspect there. That was pretty clear. That was pretty clear contact. It was pretty clear contact there. All right, let's go through these matchups. I didn't really get through them too much. I was over here too focused on the Monday Night Football game. All right, so the Saturday game at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time will be the Rams and the Panthers. It's not the best matchup. It's probably the worst matchup. So that makes sense that's going to be the very first game of super duper wild card weekend. So that makes sense. I mean, I don't think anybody's really that excited about watching the Rams. Well, maybe not the Rams, but more on the Panthers side, especially them coming off a loss against Tampa Bay makes it even less watchable. But I expect the Rams to pull that one off. I'm not sure by how many, but I expect them to win. I'd probably favor them by 10. Then the night game on Saturday night. This one, I mean, this deserves Saturday night as well. 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You got the Packers, the 7th seed, going into Chicago, Soldier Field, to play the Chicago Bears, who are the 2nd seed. I mean, that's primetime worthy, no doubt about that. The rivalry, I don't know. It is the most historic rivalry. That the rivalry's starting to hit something, though. It finally feels like it's starting to feel like a rivalry once again. And so, yeah, this deserves a primetime game. That's really it. I do favor Chicago. Green Bay has faced injuries. Green Bay and the Chargers are in the same situation, in my opinion, which is why they're both the 7th seed. They faced injuries, and when they're at their peak, when they're completely healthy, they could be legitimate Super Bowl contenders. But since they're in the situation that they are, they're probably both first-round exits. Although I wouldn't be completely shocked if the Packers win that game, really only because the Packers and the Bears have that rivalry, and it's always going to be tough going up against a division matchup rival. That's really it. But I still do favor the Bears winning that game in Chicago. Then the 10 o'clock game on Sunday is the Bills at the Jaguars. Probably the least exciting game in the AFC 2, I guess. So I guess that makes sense as well. I favor Buffalo in that one. I think Buffalo's going to come out with the upset. Rodgers going to throw a quick pass to Pat Freiermuth for the first down. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Middle of the field, feed it to Pat Freiermuth. That is what I'm talking about there. The Niners get the late game 1:30 against the Eagles at Philadelphia. That's going to be a good game to watch, I think. Maybe we could see an upset in that game. And then the Sunday Night Football game between the Chargers and the Patriots. That's going to be one heck of a game, too. First and 10, Steelers are in Baltimore territory. Toss play, Jonnu Smith. He got maybe 2 on that one. Nothing crazy there. All right. So pretty good slate of games that were on the wild card weekend. I don't know who I favor more, man. If it's going to be either Baltimore or the Steelers, what team I would favor more against Houston. Honestly, I think both teams are probably going to lose. Rodgers looking for something. He's going to throw it to Pat Freiermuth again. I'm sorry, that is Adam Thielen for a first down. And the Steelers are moving the football here. Crowd getting into it. Let's go. First down. Let's go, man. That was a really good throw. All right. From the 11, they give it. Warren picks up about 4. And they still could get the first down here in this situation. Okay, see, if this game ends in a close game, if the Steelers lose in a close game, there's going to be certain things that are going to be talked about. One of those things is going for it on 4th down in your own territory. The other one, the play call on the last play of the first half. Those are the 2 things that are going to be talked about if the Steelers lose in a 1-possession game. Beskoranek in on this play. He's looking that way. Pump fakes. Rodgers going to throw it. Warren makes a move, makes another move, still on his feet, and he is a yard short of the first down. All right, run the football. Come on, man. You can't let this drive not end in the end zone here. I mean, that was just more of Warren making something out of nothing. He was able to make a move off of Humphrey. And the Steelers are in shotgun formation on 3rd and 1, because why wouldn't they be? They give it. Warren, did he get the first down? Looks like he's short. Okay, I don't understand being in shotgun in that formation. I don't get it, guys. I really don't get it. I really don't understand that. So we're going to go for it on 4th down once again. Cameron Hayward once again on offense for the second time in this game. They're going to go for that tush push. Everybody in the building knows that. Now it's just whether or not it's going to work. It didn't work last time unless they fake the tush push. No, they go for it, and this time he gets it. He's going to be close to the end zone. He got it. He definitely got it. Okay, they give him the first down at least. All right, at least we got that. All right, that was pretty clear. He got way past that first down marker. That wasn't even close. What was close was him getting in the end zone. Oh, he is just short of the end zone. Just short. That was going to be 1st and goal from less than the half-yard line. They're going to go for it again, and I don't blame him here. And he's got it. He's got it. Flag is thrown, though. He did get the touchdown. It is signaled a touchdown, but a flag gets thrown. We got to see what the penalty's on first. Nothing is more exciting than a 1-yard touchdown run, all right? Offside on the defense. Yes. Touchdown Connor Hayward on the tush push. Nothing more exciting than a 1-yard touchdown run. Oh, come on. That was so obvious that he was offsides. Oh, he tried to hit him with the Troy Polamalu move. Look how he jumped. I give him credit. But all right. Good long drive from the Steelers, too. Boswell to tie it. Waitman on the hold. Gets it. Kick is up, and the kick is good. We have a tie football game. 8:23 left in the third quarter. The Steelers used up pretty much almost half the quarter on that drive. We got ourselves a ball game. And this game hasn't really been high in scoring, but I think it has more points than the game last night. All right, let's see how the defense plays in this next drive as well. I mean, Baltimore's going to give it up to Derrick Henry. That's what the Ravens are going to do. See, I'm honestly, I'm pumped for next week if the Steelers play. Because if it was on a Saturday, if it was on a Sunday, that's different. But since it's going to be on a Monday, that whole streak with Mike Tomlin, I don't know what it is with the Steelers hosting Monday Night Football games, but they just haven't lost one. That gets me a little bit more excited. It does. And for those of you who don't know, I haven't asked for a Super Bowl. I just want a playoff win. I just want to remember what it feels like to win a playoff game. And I guess you could say today it would kind of be that situation. But, I mean, that's true. But that's not enough. It's not enough. It's still a regular season game. It counts, but it doesn't count. You know? It's like when you say you're going to start dieting on New Year's, right? When you say you're going to start dieting on January 1st, and you say it, I don't know, a week in advance, you could cheat before that. You know, you could eat whatever you want. I'm probably doing a terrible analogy here. You know what? That was a bad analogy. I got to think of something else. That's my fault. I don't know where I was going with that. All right. Got the kickoff from Boswell, and this one's going to be returned at around the 6. And he's going to run it up the field, and he is tackled by Ben Skowronek. I thought of a better analogy. It's like when you hit the quarterback after he throws the football, and it doesn't get called for roughing the passer. So it doesn't count. I don't know what that first analogy was. I really don't know what it was. All right. Can the Steelers stop Derrick Henry here? He's over 100 yards in this game. Hasn't even touched the ball here in the second half. And they give it. Henry runs into a steel curtain right there. And you could feel the energy. I could feel the energy right now that's happening in Heinz Field. I'm liking this energy. Come on. Let's go, man. McCormick trying to get the crowd up and going. Queen has to go like this so he could hear the play call defensively. 2nd and 9 for the Ravens. Crowd getting a little bit more rowdy as the game's gone. Jackson dropping back. Pressure's coming. Throws it incomplete to the ground. Hayward was on the pressure. Steelers were trying to get it like if it was a fumble. It was called an incomplete pass. Oh, now Jalen Ramsey's down. Let's see how, man. And honestly, I like how Ramsey's been as a safety. I think he's been playing pretty well as a safety. I'm not exactly sure how many years he has to his career, but keep Jalen Ramsey at the safety spot. If the Steelers are going to keep him for a few years, keep him at the safety position, along with Deshaun Elliott. Because the work that we've seen from James Pierre, the work that we've seen from Joey Porter Jr., Joey Porter Jr. doesn't get the credit that he deserves. I know the penalty, stuff like that. I'm hesitant to say it. So I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it on live. Terrible towels are waving. Let's go. 3rd and 9 for Baltimore. Come on. Come on, defense. We need to stop here. Likely in motion. He moves to the right. Jackson looking left and is going to get deflected on line. Intercepted by TJ Watt. What a play. What a play from the Steelers defensive line and a great play by TJ Watt. That is insane, bro. That is absolutely insane. Hell yeah, man. It was deflected at the line, and TJ Watt with the reaction able to catch it. Or I think it hit off of Jackson's arm as well. So it gets deflected back. Oh, no, it hits off of Stanley, and Watt's able to get it. Let's go. Come on, man. Come on. Hayward is having a great game right now. Welcome back, TJ Watt. Welcome back, TJ Watt. Let's go. Steelers are in prime possession to score a touchdown here. 7:25 left in the third quarter. 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Warren running around. Fakes the handoff. Now he's going to get it out to Warren. Warren makes a move. Gets tackled and gets about 9.5 on that first play. Come on, man. Come on. This game has been pretty stressful, Vic, man. I agree. But I'm liking what I'm seeing right now, right this very second. I like it. Come on. We have to capitalize here. We have to score a touchdown in the situation. Give Aaron those smelling salts as that unlimited supply of them. Give all the smelling salts you had to Aaron Rodgers. They give it Warren, handoff inside, 1st down Steelers. And that play, I don't know how that wasn't called a penalty. Crowd's really firing me up here. 1st and 10, Steelers in the red zone at the 15. Warren in the backfield once again. You have Thielen on the outside, and I believe that's MVS on the other side. Warren tries to break a tackle, and the Raven gets some help to bring him down. Still a good quality run from Jalen Warren. They called it a gain of 7, so it's going to be 2nd and 3. I mean, they're really trying to feed Warren here. He has 75 total yards in this game. Then was in motion. Now he's set. Rodgers called something at the line. Give it. Jalen Warren breaks a tackle, and that's able to get him maybe a yard. Still going to be 3rd and short regardless. I'm telling you, that interception, it was Hayward and Highsmith just putting their hands up, being at the right position at the right time, getting that deflection, and Watt just with the reflexes. That's really what that was. It was more of a reaction to catching that football. 3rd and 2, Steelers are in shotgun. Not sure why. Let's see. They're playing MVS a little bit far off. And Rodgers calls a timeout. Steelers burn a timeout pretty much every single game, at least once. Got Mason Rudolph with his jacket on, his mustache, and his helmet on. Since 2019, Mason Rudolph, every time he's on the sideline, he will have his helmet on. Come on, this crowd's really pumping me up right now. But the offense is trying to get them to quiet down. All right, 3rd and 2. They're still in shotgun here. It is a different look, though. Rodgers trying to get him to jump off sides, trying to do what he can. Aaron has time. He's going to throw it to the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Pat Freiermuth. Freiermuth looking for a penalty. It's not going to come. Damn it. We had a short field there, man, and all we're going to get is 3. I mean, they could have called holding. Chip shot field goal for Boswell, 25-yarder from the left hash. It's up, and it is good. 13-10. 4:28 left in the 3rd quarter. I mean, you get a field goal, but that's not what you want. I mean, they get their first lead of the game. That's really it. All right, I'll be back in a second, guys. All right, we're back. Shoot. Yeah, it might be on a little bit of delay. I guess that's just kind of how StreamYard is. I don't know why that is. It's just whenever you use another app, it kind of happens. So what we got? Okay. All right. So we got the splash play from the Steelers defense. Hey, I still need to see a little bit more from the offense. I didn't like what I saw from the last drive. I guess it just more stalled out. Maybe the play calling wasn't that good. I'm not sure why they decided to go to the end zone when all they needed was 2 yards. They returned right at the 2 for Baltimore. Looks like that's Ali. And he's going to get tackled inside the 25. Ball did come out. I think he was already down, though. No, man. Hey, seriously, when Henry's at his best, they're okay. Yeah, he was down before the ball even comes out, but they said Baltimore got it regardless, so it doesn't really even matter if he fumbled or not. Give Henry is tackled right around he might have got to the 26-yard line, actually. Possibly a gain of 3. But we're seeing a little bit of a shift from the Steelers defense. We're seeing a little bit more intensity from the Steelers defense. Not to say that they didn't have intensity in the first half, but they came out of the locker room a little bit different. Another give. Henry gets to the outside, gets a juke, and gets the first down. Damn. Henry was just shifty on that play. 18 rushes for 123 yards on the ground. Toss play. Oh, this time he is brought behind the line of scrimmage as Henry's on the sideline for this play. That's Alex Highsmith on the tackle. And you heard that hit. This defensive line came to play, man. Second and 11. Henry only had one play of rest there. And it looks like that's going to be false start on the Ravens. Yes, it is. Ready to call? False start. All right. They called it on Walker. Steeler fans chanting defense. Yeah, and again, that's one of my favorite things to chant. I don't know why. I'm hoping to make a trip to Pittsburgh this year. Jackson has plenty of time, and it is deflected once again by the Steelers defensive line, just continuously on the deflections here. That time it was by Lee. Got his right hand up. He was looking for Henry. Towels are waving. 3rd and 16 for the Ravens here. Steelers bring 4. Jackson does have time. He's going to throw it to Andrews, and Andrews is brought down yard short of the first down marker, and that is going to be another Steelers stop. This is the defense that we were expecting all year, man. And they've been playing better seemingly the past couple of weeks. Really since December started, this team has started the defense has started to play a lot better. And they get off right in time. This one's a good punt, and it's going to take a little bit of a Steeler roll, actually. And it's down at the 10.5-yard line. So we have 104 left in the third quarter, 13-10. Aaron coming back onto the field. All right, I'm almost done with my gallon of water for the day. I always try to get 1 gallon in a day. It's challenging at times. I don't get it. I don't drink a gallon every single day. Like yesterday, I didn't drink a gallon. It just depends on what I'm doing and if I'm active or not. I mean, when I'm on days that I'm working and stuff, it's kind of easier to get a gallon in a day, especially when I'm working and then I work out. It makes it very easy. But I didn't really do much today. Although, I mean, I guess doing this makes you drink a little bit more water. I think it's safe to say that so far tonight, this game's been better than yesterday's game. Yesterday's game let me down, man. I thought it was going to be maybe not a high scoring game, but more points on the board. From both sides. From both sides. Seattle's run game was really effective yesterday in that game. And Niners, I didn't watch the whole game since I was at the Kings game, but every time I watched, Purdy had like no time to throw the football. Pocket collapsed quick, and there was a lot of deflected passes, and stuff like that. At least from what I was watching. Again, I didn't watch the whole game, but it seemed like Purdy didn't really have time to throw the football. Connor Hayward, man. And yeah, they do call Connor Hayward a tight end. He definitely is more of a fullback. They're showing Heinz Field there. First play of the drive for the Steelers. Stealing in motion. They're going to give it Kenny G outside, and he's able to pick up a solid gain. It just seems like Cameron Hayward's still a lot bigger than Connor Hayward. Is this a Connor Hayward legacy game? I know Connor Hayward. Uh, I mean, he's in what, year 4? Rogers looking through his progressions, then gets it out to Pat Fryer. Move for the first down. And that's going to bring us to the fourth quarter. Good third quarter from the Steeler team. Come on, man. Come on. 15 minutes left to go. Can the Steelers hold on to this? And I guess in a way it's kind of symbolic, right? Because that's really been the entire season. The Steelers have had the lead in the division for the majority of the season. It's been more of, can they keep it? So it's a little bit symbolic on how it is. The fact that the Steelers have the lead going into the fourth quarter, I think. Honestly, I think I'll be feeling pretty good if the Steelers score a touchdown on this drive, but they have to do it. Damn, if the Steelers wind up actually do playing on next Monday, I'm gonna have to kind of change up my schedule a little bit. What's the date today? 4th. Well, we'll see. I'll figure something out. I mean, Jalen Warren was running the ball really well in that third quarter. The fact that they're giving it to Freiermuth is a sigh of relief, man, because he really can be a top receiver in the league. I really do believe that, but they just have to give him the ball. They have to give him the opportunities to be able to do that. In this game, you could tell that they're at least attempting to do that. That's crazy. Right. First play of the fourth quarter. They're going to throw it. Scotty Miller. He did get a block from Thielen, but then kind of falls by himself. Picked up 5. And okay. I like how they throw up on the screen. Whoever wins this game clinches the 4th seed. I like how they do that. Rodgers looking towards Gainwell's way, throws towards Gainwell's way, and gets the first down. Flag is thrown. It looks like it might be on Freiermuth, so it might be coming back. What's up with the Steelers, man? In these games, having offensive pass interference, whether it's on the Steelers or against the Steelers, it's the 3rd game in a row of offensive pass interference, and it's pretty rare to have OPI. So instead of 2nd and 5, it's now going to be 2nd and 15. Aaron. Gainwell once again, and able to pick up 7-ish. Now it's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Steelers here. I don't know, man. It seems like Arthur Smith has a very small play sheet, especially when you compare it to guys like to Andy Reid, who has like a whole menu of play calls. Rodgers is going to throw middle of the field wide open to MVS, and that is caught. Why was that so hard? Why was that so? He was bobbling it all the way and then finally got possession of the ball. Yeah, it was thrown a little bit behind him, yeah. He didn't get possession until he was on the ground. Luckily, he wasn't facing the ground. His back fell to the ground. Fakes the handoff. Play action. Rodgers is going to throw a deep ball down the field to MVS, and that is incomplete. I mean, they got one completed pass to MVS, and now they're super confident in Marquez Valdez-Scantling. I mean, the Raven on that play actually had more of a shot than MVS did, to be real. 2nd and 10, they give it to Warren. Warren tries to throw a little stiffy and then tries to throw a little get off me, and he's able to get a few. Probably about 5. And Rodgers is out-dueling Lamar Jackson in this game. But the Ravens, they are where they are right now because of Derrick Henry. He's really stepped up in this game. 3rd and 7 for Pittsburgh. Ravens 4-man rush. Rodgers has to get rid of it and could not. He gets sacked. Oh, they said Rodgers was favoring his left hand. Oh, yeah, because Jones was kind of grabbing onto it when he was tackling him. Yeah, looks like that would have hurt, man, with the cast on. Waitman on the punt. And that contact was made by a Raven. It is picked up by Sawyer. And he did run it back into the end zone. And they're saying it didn't hit them. Oh, yeah, no, it didn't hit them. That wasn't even close. Liz Johnson touched it at first right there. Yeah, because 2 Ravens did collide. Nah, I think Sawyer got it before the Raven did. Well, that was a really scary play for Baltimore. Damn, I feel like we need one more splash play from this defense. That's what it's looking like. This is classic Steelers Ravens too. It really is. It's hard hitting. It's tough. It's prime time. It is what you would expect out of a Steelers and Ravens game. In the beginning, it seemed like Baltimore was by far the most physical football team. And as the game went on, slowly but surely, the Steelers started to get just a little bit more intense in this game. And that's why they have the lead right now. It's like they decided that they didn't want to get punched in the mouth anymore, pretty much. Because that's what these games are. And I think I'll make a video this week about rivalries in the NFL. Because we did drop a short on this channel. But I think I want to do a full video about it. About what the best rivalry in the NFL is. Because it is a debatable topic. A lot of people feel differently about it than I do. Oh, they played Renegade. And it's not being booed. I don't know, man. I kind of get nervous whenever I hear Renegade nowadays. Come on, defense. 10:52 left in the fourth quarter. Jackson fakes the handoff. He's going to throw it. And it is wide open to Zay Flowers. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is why I get nervous whenever I hear Renegade nowadays. By the way, guys, I decided to wear my Christmas gift today, Hines Ward jersey. I did have a jersey that, well, I still do have a jersey that looks exactly like this, the throwback, but it's a Palomalo one. This one's a Hines Ward. This one fits me a little bit better than the Palomalo one nowadays. Because the Palomalo one was in, I got it in large, and this one's XL, so. But when I got the Palomalo one, it fit me. It fit me pretty big at the time, but stuff happens. All right, first down for Baltimore after Flowers was left wide open on that last play. Ravens are at their own 44. Flowers moves around. They give it to Derrick Henry, who hits a little bit of a hurdle move, and he gets about 2. With the flow of this game, it might just be next touchdown wins. Steelers defensive line making plays in this game. He gets pressured, and Lamar Jackson able to scramble and pick himself up a few yards. That is good awareness and good escapability by Jackson. But it's going to bring up a third down for Baltimore. It's going to be 3rd and 4 to be exact, as Jackson is in shotgun. Henry to Jackson's is right. I don't like how far back they're playing on the top of the screen. Likely in motion. Jackson gets pressured. He avoids the sack. Now he's going to throw deep down the field, has him open, and it is caught by Zay Flowers, and it's into the end zone for a touchdown. Why was Patrick Queen on Zay Flowers? Can somebody explain to me why Patrick Queen was on Zay Flowers? What are we doing? Extra point from Baltimore. Snap is up. And the kick is good. 17-13 Baltimore. 8:42 left in the fourth quarter. And my fear of Renegade happened. So there you go. I'll be back in a few. All right, we are back in here. So the Steelers decided to have linebacker on the Ravens' number 1 receiver. Okay, there's still a lot of game to be played, man. I think we're about, 8.5 minutes left. All right, 8:42. As it is near 8 o'clock over here on the West Coast. I don't know. Part of me is actually glad that I live here on the West Coast, because that is late over there on the East Coast. It's 11 o'clock. He had a few options too. The kickoff is out of bounds. It is out of bounds. Free kick out of bounds. And the Steelers are going to get it in great field position. We're getting at the 40. Okay. Saying that Rogers has been really favoring his left hand or wrist. Jalen Warren's in the backfield. Adam Thielen with a round. It's going to be a quick pass. MVS able to break a few tackles and able to get himself a medium gain. So I believe the game on Monday is going to be on ESPN, right? That would make sense. Toss play to Warren, and he's able to break free a little bit, get a first down, still on his feet, and finally brought down inbounds. First down, Pittsburgh, and they are now in Baltimore territory. Gain of 15. I feel like I'm talking lower, but man, I'll be honest with you. Me at like Kings game last night and today, man, I feel like I'm losing my voice. So there was an injured Raven on the field. That'd be something, and the Steelers come right back and score a touchdown. It's the 3 points, man, that might make the difference in this game. Because that was given to them on a short field. Because the Steelers decided to go for it on 4th and 1. Steelers surprisingly really aggressive in this game. Usually Tomlin is he's not aggressive. He typically doesn't take a lot of risks. That's what I don't know. There was nobody on Zay Flowers, their number 1 receiver, and I guess Patrick Queen was. I have no idea. I have no idea. That was a terrible scheme work there from Terrell Austin. They're showing the Three Rivers once again. And the water there isn't completely frozen. Excuse me. Steelers are inside of the 40 of Baltimore. Roger just loves to do a fake count. Toss. Warren gets blocks up front and runs out of bounds. This offensive line really has been its best in years. All right, we're past the halfway mark in this game. 7 minutes left in this fourth quarter. 2nd and 6. Bootleg. Rodgers waiting. He's going to throw it to Connor Hayward, and Hayward's able to pick up around 3. So it looked like he was going to go to Jonnu Smith at first, but then he realized that Smith was covered, and then he wound up going to Connor Hayward. Wow, this is what it's all about here. AFC North, the two main rivals of the division. 3rd and 3 for the Steelers. Rodgers by himself in the backfield, and the Steelers jump false start. Well, I don't understand why we're doing so many hard counts. You know, I get it once in a while, but you're going to do it on damn near every play. So instead of 3rd and 3, it's going to be 3rd and 8. Aaron is going to throw it middle of the field. That's Pat Freiermuth, and he is down inside the 10 at the 6. That is Pat Freiermuth for the first down. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Use Pat Freiermuth, especially in the middle field. Steelers are going to go no huddle here. And no, they're going to go huddle. They're going to go huddle. I mean, they didn't need to go no huddle there, so I don't know what the rush was. That kind of messes them up a little bit. All right, but now they're set. 1st and goal from the Ravens 6, or from the Ravens 5. They give them a pretty good marker, and the Steelers are going to burn their 2nd timeout. God, I'm telling you, the Steelers burned a lot. Have burned a lot of timeouts. They've wasted a lot of timeouts in this season. All right, Steelers are going back to the huddle. Oh my gosh. This is Steeler football, man. This is Steeler football at its finest. Close game, as always. 1st and goal for the Steelers. They're going to give it out to Warren, and they've been feeding him the ball a lot here in this drive, or more in this second half. Might have gotten it to about the 3. Seems like Smith and Rodgers are having a lot of prolonged conversation. Maybe some strategy being talked on right there. I mean, Arthur Smith literally ran to the field. Aaron scrambling. He's going to throw it. Smith is going to be 2 yards short, a yard short of the end zone. So you got 3. I'm sorry, you got 2 yards. You have 2 plays to get 1 yard. Run the football. Oh, they're trying to change helmets. Oh, that's the problem is he can't hear the play call. He was saying, let's go, let's go. And, of course, this Aaron Rodgers is by himself in the backfield because why would they run the football in this situation? And play clock ran down. You've got to be freaking kidding me. You got to be kidding me, man. The Steelers burned all 3 of their timeouts. Are you kidding me? All right, well, even if there is confusion, I don't even understand the play call anyways. Well, the formation not there anyways. But okay, Steelers casually just burned 2 timeouts here in this drive alone. Steelers are still in shotgun, but you got Kenneth Gainwell right there. They're going to give it to Kenny G. Kenny G breaks it to the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Steelers retake the lead here. $3:49 left in this game. Oh, man. Well, what's concerning me is the no timeouts. That's really concerning. And obviously, this extra point is huge for Boswell to make it a 3-point game. Boswell's got it. 20-17. Pittsburgh back on top. 3:49 left in the fourth quarter. I wish the Steelers could keep the gold end zones year round. I know the problem is with Pitt, but the way I feel about that, I think they should have their own stadiums. But the field looks way better with the gold end zones. I like how there's just that one big Christmas tree just by itself, still lit up. Ah, man, we need one more, maybe 2 more stops from the Steelers defense, depending on what happens here. All right. It is away, and it is returnable inside the 10. And it looked like he stumbled a little bit on his own. Then he's tackled 25-yard line. Come on, defense. Come on, defense. Defense. Come on, defense. Come on. Handoff play. Derrick Henry runs into a steel curtain. Might have gotten himself a yard, though. Hayward, Highsmith, they were all in the mix on that tackle. Come on, man. Come on. Who says this isn't the best rivalry in the NFL? Come on. 2nd and 9 for Baltimore. Crowd getting into it, making some noise. Henry flips sides. Fakes the handoff. Jackson looks, throws, caught, complete. And depending on the marker, he might have gotten the first down. Let's see where they give him the spot. Oh, they give him the first down. Now they threw it to a big man. Okay. Oh, no, they called him short of the first, so it's going to be 2nd down. Oh, 3rd down. 3rd down. Yeah, they corrected that. So it's going to be 3rd and short for Baltimore. 2:34 left in the 4th quarter. Clock restarts, fakes the toss. Jackson looking downfield, throwing downfield. He's got a man wide open. Zay Flowers. He's going to go off to the races, run into the end zone for a touchdown. Baltimore. Flag was thrown. That was a very explosive play from Baltimore, though. Let's see what it's on. And Baltimore gets the lead right back. I mean, what are we doing leaving Zay Flowers just completely wide open like that? I don't understand it. I don't get it. You're going to give up 2 big plays to Zay Flowers? It makes no sense. Makes no sense. First, you have Patrick Queen on Zay Flowers. Then you just have nobody on Zay Flowers. Extra point is up, and it is going to be good. Ravens back up 24-20, 2:20 left in the 4th quarter. And again, the Steelers aren't going to have any timeouts to have in this drive, in this upcoming drive. So, yeah, that sounds about indicative of this season. There's nobody in the middle of the field. That sounds about right. Look at how open that field is in the middle. It was just no man's land. It's like an outfielder playing center field. That's how open Zay Flowers was. There's just nobody over there. And then you have Jalen Ramsey, the safety, playing so far up. Wow. Wow. So now we're having ourselves a little bit of back and forth here. For Baltimore, is going to go into the end zone. It's going to be a touchback. So now this is going to happen from the 35-yard line. Big mistake from the Ravens there. Another mistake from the Ravens kicker. Wow. Okay. Oh man, just the wasting timeouts that was dumb. You wasted all 3 timeouts on miscommunication. This may be the last chance for the Steelers. Well, this is the last chance for the Steelers with no timeouts for sure. Aaron throws it middle of the field. That's Calvin Austin for a first down. Down inside of the Ravens 50 to start off the drive. And they're not going to rush anything. They're just going to let it go to the 2-minute warning. Oh, the Steelers just have to do this to me, huh? Just have to do it. I mean, they're already on the other side of the field after one play. That's good.
The 277th final game of this 2025 regular season comes down to its final 2 minutes. Just like the rest of the season, who knows what's going to happen? It's so unpredictable in so many ways. And for these teams, they've been in the middle of so much drama. And now it's on the field.
I mean, how better do you want the end of the NFL season to be? Steelers at the Baltimore 49. Rodgers looks left. He's going to throw that way, and it's got to complete to Adam Thielen. And that's going to be for forward progress. Clock is going to continue to tick since he was forced out of bounds. 2nd and 2 for the Steelers. Rodgers going to dunk one off. Kenny G. Oh, get off of me. Still on his feet. Tries to do it again, but gets a first down. That is the important part, and that is a big play for Kenny G once again. I mean, what else would you expect from Kenneth Gainwell at this point? Okay. Steelers taking their time. They're not rushing anything. Baltimore does have 3 timeouts to use, which they haven't used any of them yet. Rodgers gets the snap. He's going to pump fake. He's going to pump fake once again, and he's going to throw it to no man's land. Notice how Rodgers has more time to throw the football this week compared to last week. And notice how much longer Rodgers is taking to throw a ball this week than last week. That's worth noting too. 2nd and 10 for the Steelers from the 26 of Baltimore. 4-point game. Rodgers throws middle of the field, and it is incomplete. Looking for Thielen. Thielen once again looking for flag. I feel like we're always looking for flags here, man. Now it comes down to 2 plays. No, there was no PI. Okay, 3rd and 10. A minute left. Rodgers, he's going to float one downfield wide open. Calvin Austin for a touchdown. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I thought I saw a flag on the play. The yellow maybe the whole touchdown thing that NBC did made me think that it was a penalty. No, touchdown Calvin Austin. Who did I say think was going to have to step up in this game? I didn't say MVS. I didn't say Adam Thielen. I said Calvin Austin. And Calvin Austin makes a big-time play in the most important game of the season. That's what I'm talking about. extra point from Boswell. Another big extra point here to get it to 3. And he missed it. He missed it. He missed it. What is up with Boswell now, man? What is going on with Chris Boswell these past few weeks? I don't know what's going on with Boswell. Okay, now that got me really worried. It just kind of kept turning. So when he kicked it, it looked like it was going to go in, and it just kept on moving towards the right. Boswell does not miss extra points. This is insanity. Damn, I can't believe he missed the field goal. I can't believe he missed that extra point. 55 seconds left. Boswell with the kickoff. This time it's going to be a return. He's got it. Oh, my goodness. He's got space, and he's already – Baltimore's already near field goal range at this point. Wow. Wow. Special teams. Wow. 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 What is the special teams for the Steelers has been the most reliable part of the Steelers, and they crumbled under the pressure right now. Baltimore already near Steeler territory. Jackson going to take it. He's going to throw it. Complete sideline. It's going to be a few yards short of the first down. He got it to Walker. I don't know what the heck is happening here. Second and 2. Ravens a shotgun. Andrews in motion. He's got it. The flag is thrown. Immediately as the ball is snapped, it was a completed pass to Andrews, who seemingly got the first down, although there was a penalty. Illegal formation on offense on Baltimore. 39 seconds left in this game. Second and 7 for Baltimore. From midfield. Likely moving around. Jackson scrambling around. Floats it. Incomplete. Intended receiver was Hopkins, so that is not intentional grounding, although he was past the pocket anyways. Now it's going to be 3rd and 7. 31 seconds left in this fourth quarter. All right. They get the playoff in time. Steelers bring 4. He's scrambling. Herbig tries to get the sack. He's still scrambling, and he throws it out of bounds. Wow. Jackson able to avoid the sack from Nick Herbig, who was so close from getting a sack. And this is the game here. This is the ball game here. 21 seconds, 4th and 7 from midfield. Come on, man. One more stop. One more stop, defense. We need this. We need this. Come on, come on, come on. Baltimore takes their first time out of the half. Whew. Come on, defense. We need one more stop, man. You guys, the majority of the game, they played with defensive play with such heart in this game, man. We need this one last stop. Come on. Come on. Come on. 4th and 7. Game on the line from the 50. Flowers in motion. Jackson in shotgun. Jackson might have changed something at the line. See what they decide to do. He gets a snap. Here's the season. He floats one, and it is caught by Isaiah Likely for the first down. And that's going to put him in field goal range. Damn it, man. Well, now it's going to be, well, there's 14 seconds left. And let's see what the Ravens decide to do if they just try to get it to a perfect spot here. And that's exactly what they do. Jackson takes a knee to get it at the perfect spot. And this is going to be the season here. Field goal. He takes the final timeout with 2 seconds left. I'm expecting some pressure here from the Steelers line. Loop made from 40 earlier. From 44. It's up. It's no good. He missed it. He missed it. Tyler Loop, in the most important kick of his life, misses the field goal. What? What? And the Steelers, for the first time since 2020, clinched the AFC North, in which was a 5-star matchup. This game was absolutely wild. You got Mike Tomlin kissing to the camera. There's so much to unravel here. So for one, Boswell missing the extra point, that never happens. Then you have a 4th and 7. Lamar Jackson makes a big time play. Same thing with Isaiah Likely. They set it up at the perfect angle for Loop, and he just misses it wide right. I'm in shock, guys. I am in absolute shock. Steelers are celebrating on the field. That is absolutely heartbreaking for Baltimore, man. But for the Steelers, after it looked like middle of the season that they were going to do it, that they were going to clinch the division. Then they faced some hardship. They had a few bad games, to say the least. Then they went, 6-6. They were able to beat Baltimore in the first matchup. They went on a little bit of a run. Then last week they lost to Cleveland. And they win the division. It was not easy in this game. It was not easy in this season. But the Steelers get the division and will be playing on Monday night next week. Cheers, guys. Oh, dude, I needed that. My freaking voice is done. I went to the freaking Kings game last night. My voice is done. I can't believe what I just saw, man. I really can't. And it's like, as a Steeler fan, you have like PTSD. You have PTSD from Tucker getting all these big time field goals, making those field goals, man. And just doesn't happen. It's apple cider. It's apple cider. I don't. I am old enough to drink, but I don't drink. This is apple cider. And honestly, I've been saving. Well, I haven't been saving this, but I've been waiting for this for a year, man. Oh my gosh! Wow. What a crazy game. What a way to end the regular season, guys. And I'm saying this just not as a Steelers fan, as a football fan. I'm extremely excited for this wild card week, man. It is going to be crazy. You have new teams. You have young teams on the rise, up and coming. And obviously you have teams like the Eagles, Niners, teams that have been there. But this AFC race is going to be one for the ages. Just out of excitement and unpredictability. Because a lot of these teams, man, I could see them making the Super Bowl. I really can, out of that AFC. So I think that's where I'm going to end the live, man. I don't want to go on too much of a ramble, but it was such a great game. And I guess it came down to who made the last mistake. It just happens sometimes. And who knows the future for the Ravens, for Harbaugh, and for that team, man, because it was a bit of a down year for the Ravens and a bit of a disappointing year for Baltimore. But as for the Steelers, we're moving on. We are moving on to the wild card round on Monday night. We'll see you guys there. Like I said, I do plan on dropping a few videos this week, but that's gonna do it for me, man. My voice is shot, so I'll catch you guys later, man. You guys have a great night.